Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss another update.
Let me tell you a beautiful story from the life of the Ahlul Bayt, the family of our beloved Prophet Muhammad. A story so powerful that Allah revealed verses in the Quran about them. This is the story behind the revelation of Surah Al-Insan, also known as Surah ad-dahr. It was a time of hardship in Medina, yet the household of Imam Ali and Lady Fatima remained a beacon of faith, generosity, and service to others. One day, young Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein fell ill. Prophet Muhammad visited them and suggested that the family make a vow to Allah, a nadir, to fast for 3 days if the children recovered. They agreed, trusting in Allah's mercy. When the children recovered, the family prepared to fulfill their vow. But remember, they were poor at the time. Imam Ali worked tirelessly, yet they had little more than some barley to make bread. Still, their faith and gratitude were unshakable. Just as they were about to eat, there was a knock on the door. A poor man stood outside, hungry and desperate. He said, "O family of the Prophet, I am in need. Please feed me." The next day they fasted again. This time, as they prepared to break their fast, there was another knock at the door. It was an orphan pleading for food. Once again, the family gave away all their bread and broke their fast with nothing but water. This time, it was a captive. In those days, captives were often left hungry and helpless. The family, despite their own hunger, gave away their food yet again. For 3 consecutive days, Imam Ali, Lady Fatima, and their children gave away their only food to those in need, choosing others over themselves. The next morning, the Prophet came to visit. Seeing their condition, he was deeply moved. At that moment, Angel Jibril descended with the verses of Surah Al-Insan, praising the family's selflessness.
They fulfill vows and fear a day whose evil will be widespread. And they give food in spite of love for it to the needy, the orphan and the captive, saying, "We feed you only for the countenance of Allah. We wish not from you reward or gratitude."
Allah honored their act of generosity and selflessness by immortalizing it in the Quran. These verses became a timeless example of the Ahlul Bayt's unwavering commitment to compassion, humility, and service to humanity.
Wow, they gave away everything they had. Even when they were so hungry, that's incredible.
And they didn't even want anything in return. They did it just for Allah.
Exactly. This story teaches us the true essence of generosity and sacrifice. It's not about how much you give, but the sincerity with which you give. Imam Ali, Lady Fatima, and their family showed us what it means to live for the sake of Allah, to trust Him completely, and to care for others even in the hardest of times. This story isn't just history, it's a reminder for all of us. May we strive to follow their example and embody the same selflessness in our lives.